Welcome to DOJ PS4. This is a required video for all new members. This video is an outline of general server knowledge and rules. I would like to start out with a few rules. Our first rule is we do not allow maps to be used in our server. Please turn your map and overhead display off, as seen in the video. Next, just because you own it in GTA Online does not mean you own it in our server. We have an established economy, a store, and licensing. For example, if you own a jet on GTA Online, you cannot use it in our server unless you have bought it through our store and have the proper license to fly it. When you start out in our server as a new member, you will start with $1,000 in your bank. No guns, no cars, and no driver's license. You will be able to purchase all these items individually in our Discord server stores with money that you earn from working job in the server. Metagaming is against our server rules. For example, if you cannot see anyone except for the name above their head, you cannot actually see them in an RP situation. On the same note, please talk within a reasonable proximity to your character. Do not talk to people that are across the map from you. Just because you want to talk to them, make sure that it is a RP situation, that you are either on a cell phone with them or have some kind of contact besides just, hey, how are you doing, or what's up over there, and they're miles away. Please hold a value to your character's life in our roleplay community. Act as if everything were happening in real life, from the joys of buying a car to the scary scenario of someone robbing you at gunpoint. If you are driving at any time and wreck your vehicle, please use common sense to determine if your vehicle should be totaled if the same thing had happened in real life. You are able to roleplay an injury, a death, depending on whether the crash is severe enough to cause minor injuries or severe injuries. You can exit the vehicle and continue however you want to roleplay it. But please don't continue to drive the vehicle after you have made a head-on collision with a car doing 80 miles an hour. The next thing I would like to address is what to do when you die in GTA Online. If you are not in a roleplay situation, please simply return back to whatever you were doing and continue on. Let's say, for example, you get GTA Online cops. They kill you, and you need to immediately go back and continue whatever you were doing before. If anyone has any questions, they will stop and ask you then by coming into your Discord channel or letting you know. If it is in a roleplay situation, let's say you are being chased by the cops. You get out, you draw a weapon, and you get shot and die. As soon as you respawn back into the lobby, you need to return exactly where your body was. You need to remain there until the cops can either apprehend you or the medics can show up. You can roleplay as if you're dead or as if you're injured. It's really your decision on that part. We don't have a very strict rule about how many shots it takes to kill someone, but please don't try to return fire or run off from the scene because you think you got away. How to properly act during a traffic stop. As soon as you see an officer behind you with lights and sirens, please pull off the next safe location. When you've stopped, move to a traffic channel in our Discord server. All Discord things will be covered later on. Do not wait for the officer to start switching channels and then take off and cause a pursuit. Make sure that you are in the proper channel, and then you can continue your roleplay however you would like. Remember, we are going to treat the traffic stop as if we were being pulled over in real life. You will not be driving off every single time in real life. Next, an officer will come up and make contact with you, explain the reason for the stop, and ask for your ID. You have to roleplay that you hand him your identification card. Also, you need to tell him what the name is on your ID. All this information will be in our CAD system, so he will be able to look up your plates and your ID through our CAD and run it back. Please do not falsify information or try to get away with something just because you can give him a random name. It will come back on you, and there will be repercussions. Next, the officer will return with a ticket or a warning. You'll be asked to sign the ticket. You will do so under #actions chat in our Discord server. Remember, all these things will be covered later on. After the officer leaves, and you no longer need contact with him, you can join back to your regular nearby channel. If for some reason you are going to be arrested at the time, if you decide to run, be aware that a taser is a flare gun in GTA Online. If you catch fire, you have been tased. Please stop where you are and do not continue. Also, if you are being arrested, the officer will verbally cuff you. Please do not try to pull a weapon or run around after you've been cuffed. Roleplay that the officer is holding you the entire time, that he can escort you back to his car or take you wherever he would like. You will be taken to prison shortly, and you will be sentenced for however long you're supposed to be in there. If you disagree with any of the charges, you are able to take it to court. You will serve your main time, and then you will be let out. You can take the case to court, and we have a full court system that will work through everything. After you are sentenced to a certain time in jail, please remain inside the prison until your time is up. Do not go into the next part of the prison and get killed or ride around the outside of it. Remain in the designated area until your time has been served. Please do not leave a session just because you are serving jail time. This jail time will be doubled for the next session. If you get kicked from an online session due to network activity, please let someone know immediately. You can either have us resend an invite out, or if you're unable to join at all, we will discontinue any RP situations that you were in. Let someone know, no excuses. Do not leave us hanging and wondering where you went, or wondering if you're going to come back and join an RP situation, or the reasons why you left. Now that you know the basic information, you will need to know how to join a session. You need to be in a public GTA Online session to receive your invites. After you will post in roll call, which will be covered in the Discord section later on. As you can see, most things are going to be common sense oriented. If you have any questions, we of course will help you out. This is just cover some general knowledge. We hope you have a great experience in our server, and there'll be a short test after this to see if you actually watch this video. Thank you for watching, guys, and hope to talk to you soon.